What's up everyone, this is Forkun and welcome to another one of my reaction videos. In this episode, we'll be reacting to the first episode of Season 5 of Epic Rap Battles of History, which is between George R.R. Martin and J.R.R. Tolkien. George R.R. Martin is the author of the Game of Thrones series, if I'm not mistaken. And J.R.R. Tolkien is the author of The Lord of the Rings. I don't know much about George R.R. Martin. I watched the 5 seasons of Game of Thrones, and that's about all I know about Game of Thrones. I probably won't get any of the references when it comes to the books. So hopefully it focuses a lot more on the TV series, which probably won't. So yeah. When it comes to Tolkien, on the other hand, I know a little bit more than just the movies. I've read the books, except for the Hobbit books. I haven't really gotten to reading that. But when it comes to the Lord of the Rings books, I've read all the 3 books: the Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and The Return of the King. So I'll probably understand a lot more about that. So I'm really excited to see this newest episode. I really loved the last episodes of Season 4 of Epic Rap Battles of History, which I'll bring up later when I start the discussion. For now, let's watch. Alright.
First, J.R.R. Tolkien! Brace yourselves! Gather up your trolls and your soldier elves! And your Ents and your orcs and your wargs and your stings, your dwarves and camdrains! Cause there's a new literary lord in the ring! Readers fall in love with every character I've written, and I kill them. And they're like, all your bad guys died, your good guys survived. We can tell what's gonna happen a page in age 5. We're all seeing how to find some sex in your movies. Ditch the Goonie and cast a couple boobies. There's engineer plots and not David the Gnome. Your hobbit hole heroes can't handle my throne. Kings, queens, dragons, dwarves, horses, fortresses, magic and swords. You husband my whole shit, you uninspired hack. You want a war, George? Welcome to Shire Rock. Book says you got nothing to say. I'm number 1 and 2. You're under 50 shades of gray. I got the pros of a pro. Your shit's subpar. You're a pirate. You even stole my arm. Oh, we all know the world is full of chance and anarchy. So yes, it's true to life for characters that die randomly. But newsflash, the genre's called fantasy. It's meant to be unrealistic, you myopic vanity. I conscientiously object to what you're doing on these beasts. I'll cut you like my teeth on Beauty and the Beast. You went too deep, Professor Tweed Pants. We don't need the backstory on every fucking tree branch. I cut my teeth in the trenches of the Somme. You locked your Santa Claus ass through Vietnam. And it's hard for me to take criticism on clothes from a dude who sends a raven to say hi to his toes. Man, your fat jokes are worse than your pipe smoke. My show's the hottest thing on HBO. I'm rock and roll, you're a nerdy little nebbish, and I may be dirty, but you got a hairy foot fetish, dog. Even the names of your characters suck. You got buffers and buffers and brandy bucks. I got a second breakfast for all them goofy fucks. Lift up my gut and teabagging's my nuts. C.S. Lewis and I were just discussing how you and Jon Snow both know nothing. Because the backstory on my box office is billions. Got my children making millions off my Silmarillions, and I'm more rock and roll than you ever been. Don't believe me? Ask Led Zeppelin. You can't reach this fellow. Shit, I'm too towering. Oh, every time I battle, it's Return of the King. Who won? Who's there? You just saw. Up, rock.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so I watched the whole video 3 times. I had to watch it 3 times actually, so that I can at least catch some of the jokes. Because watching it the first time, it just really was too hard to... It was really hard to catch anything at all. I was so focused on the beat and the very basic punchlines, but when it comes to Epic Rap Battles of History, you have to watch it over and over again to see the subtle references and the and the poetry behind their rap battles. So yeah, George R. Martin, and this battle is really great. It's not as hard hitting as some of the better rap battles of history, but this is a really good first, what do you call this? First episode for the new season. It's a really good comeback episode. I think George R. Martin and Tolkien. I'll call them Martin and Tolkien. Martin and Tolkien had some really good exchanges with each other. Very good rebuttals. But nothing really standed out for me. Most of them are just praising their works, telling them that their work is better. Very weak punchlines like George R. R. Martin's call on the names of the characters, or how Lord of the Rings is predictable, and then Tolkien has fat jokes, how much money his books have been making, but it's a good rap battle, I think, and I have to watch it another time, I think. For this first rap battle, I'll have to say that the music is really good, very good. The music is very good for and it really sends a message for being the first episode of epic rap battles of history for so long. And yeah, I think if I had to choose who won that battle, I think I'll have to give it to Tolkien, but not just because it's not bias for Tolkien. I love Game of Thrones, I love The Lord of the Rings. They were both throwing very generic things at each other, mostly praising their own works. But the one line that really took the cake for me was that last line by Tolkien, where he said, "You can't reach this fellow, shit, I'm too towering. Every time I battle, it's Return of the King." That's a really witty line. That's the kind of line that I love to see in epic rap battles of history. Those it seemed like a very simple line, but it has a reference, 3 references to the titles of the 3 Lord of the Rings books. So I think that tipped the balance in favor of Tolkien for me. Really happy to see epic rap battles of history back. Season 4 ended on a very dark note. A very dark note with Jim Henson and Stan Lee battling each other. You should watch it. I'll put the link in the description below. Technically, they ended on Boba Fett versus Deadpool, but that's a bonus battle, so I won't really comment on that. Yeah. I hope to see more epic rap battles of history, which we probably will, since this is only the first episode of the season. If you like this video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.